There's been some great progress made at Samsung. So some of the great things I've seen recently was that Samsung Canada engagement with a customer. He wanted a free Samsung Galaxy S3 and drew a kind of awesome picture of a dragon. So we came back to him and we couldn't give him an S3 obviously, so we gave him a kangaroo and a unicycle. And that kind of went viral. It was a great, very different way of looking at things like social media communications and so on. That kind of turned into its own kind of animal. It got spread virally and so on. That's kind of something we've held up internally as best practice and something we're trying to roll out through all countries. Another really good example is the LeBron James kind of video that we did out of the US. It was an amazing piece of video. It went for a couple of minutes where we were talking about LeBron's family. He's kind of filming himself with his new Note 2, you know, looking himself before the game, taking a photo of his shoes, sharing those photos with family and friends at the barber shop. It's a really piece of fun film. But it's also now turned into 35 million views. It's turned into a bit of a phenomenon in its own right. So we're looking at, hey, that looks really fantastic. How can we do more of that? How can we get inspired by both the, you know, the Facebook engagement with the kind of kangaroo and also what we can do with LeBron James and, you know, make that as, I guess, not just best practice, but the core and the standard for what we do. Best practice is not, you know, necessarily a formal process, but it's an idea. So it could be a great campaign. It could be a process. It could be something that we've done to launch a new product and so on. We have very much a try, innovate, execute, and if we're going to fail, great, we'll learn from that and kind of do it again, this time right. But of course, I think more than anything, we have an innovative culture. It's about kind of forward thinking, moving fast, and making sure that we try new things, we take a few risks. So far, it's paid off really well for us. We don't mind failing a few times as long as the end result is, you know, a fantastic campaign or a fantastic piece of marketing. Well, social business is really baking social media into the DNA of the organization. The reality is every organization faces a challenge where social media is already kind of being used by customers for customer service queries. People are reaching out to you, employees are kind of using it. So I think the first thing I would say is we can't put our head in the sand anymore. We need to go engage. Second step is, well, if we can make things like ratings, reviews, interact in digital retail environments, having those kind of opportunities to share experiences, to do recommendations or digital word of mouth, that has a clear ROI. People buy more when a product is recommended to you. People love engaging via those platforms and buying products from Samsung. So I think for me, the ROI question is probably less important, because as long as we can prove that our customers love us and they want to advocate our products, that leads immediately into sales. And of course, my boss loves that, so yeah, that's a good thing. For us, I think, you know, new generations of mobile phones are coming out. For us, mobile marketing is massive. But it's not really mobile advertising. It's more about using the mobile and the apps on that mobile, the content on that mobile, integrating digital and retail together, and of course, the evolution of social media. So I think everyone's getting very comfortable with the idea of social media as a platform for communication, but it's going to evolve very much into customer service, social commerce, and social CRM. But yeah, back on the mobile side of things, you know, we keep saying it's the year of the mobile, the year of the mobile. I think we're not going to call it the year of the mobile, but we're just going to start using mobile for everything next year. It's going to be fantastic.